Welcome to my channel. I am glad that you're here with me. And this show is the show that I'm reviewing right now. It's Abbott Elementary. Season 1, Episode 4, The Wish List. The show opens up with Janine writing a wish list for supplies that she needs for her class. It's for the community to donate items, right? And I'm pretty sure that the way that they donate the items is to go onto the wish list and see, what's on the website, probably. Donate stuff to the school. Janine reminds me of myself in the way that she sees the glass half full. Okay, I don't care what happens. It's probably always somebody trying to take a sip out of her glass and knock her glass over, but she gonna just keep trying to fill that cup, right? Janine says, and I quote, "It's not like we don't have anything. We clip pictures of the old magazines from the barbershop up the street." The barbershop magazines are nudie magazines. Anyway, an older lady walks in with a fax machine. I'm not even sure we use those anymore. The fax machine is missing a cord. And she says it smokes. I cannot tell you how many times I had to kindly turn down donations of old toys or clothes because not everyone wants your junk. If you're going to throw it out, just throw it out. Don't give it to somebody. And that goes for clothes too, even in those little bins. If you're just going to throw it out, just throw it out. Don't try to give it away. But for some reason, after I started my lawn treatments at home, I have been seeing an influx of spiders, okay? And I guess they're coming from outside. I truly fear taking someone's donations because that could really ruin my life. Like, I cannot imagine taking somebody's donations and a bug, like a roach or something, anything along those lines, crawl about their clothes. I promise you, if I see a roach or any bug along that sort, they can have this house, okay? After they drag me up out of here because I done fainted. And I remember one time I had to stand strong for a spider. My daughter had called me into the bathroom because she seen a spider, and that boy, I had to kill it. It was tough. It was tough. Present. One of my friends at the daycare showed up with suspicious bites on them. Could have been mosquito bites, could have been flea bites, but it could have been bed bug bites. Okay, and I have the slightest suspicion of bed bugs, I immediately will spray your child with alcohol, not in their eyes, of course, but on their clothes, absolutely. I will spray myself and probably every other kid there. And at nap time especially, I will be spraying their cots. I will be spraying their cubbies. I'm going to spray alcohol like crazy. And I promise you, alcohol helps against bed bugs. I have been in business for over 5 years and I've never had bed bugs, but I have had a few children who had suspicious bites on them. I'm just saying. Needless to say, one man's junk is not always another man's treasure. So just keep that stuff at home. Don't nobody want your bugs. And if you have bugs, don't be trying to get nobody your stuff. Don't be trying to get nobody your bugs. Keep all your things at home. The charter school located up the street has made a commercial, and that really inspires Janine. The principal walks in, and as usual, she's on something else. Instead of being professional or being a leader, she is at work creating TikToks. Meanwhile, Jacob sees a fax machine that they threw away, and he vows to fix it. In clear people fashion, he grabs the fax machine out the trash can and gets ready to set it on the table. And I believe it was Barbara that stopped him and was like, son, no, don't put that fax machine on the table. One time I had a teacher that I had to stop from sweeping the table. Yes, she swept the table. And I almost lost it. Like, girl, you just swept that floor. How you sweeping the table? Why are you sweeping the table? We have a dish rack for that. But yeah, she swept the table. And I was like, bro, you don't sweep tables. What is wrong with you? The broom was on the floor. And she was looking at me like she really didn't get it, which made me think, damn, she probably do really sweep her tables at home. How was you cool? That's crazy. Anyhow, Janine goes to visit Gregory and notices that there is nothing on his walls. She asks him to decorate his room according to his taste, and a student hands him a picture that she had drawn at that moment. Also, at that moment, the janitor walked by and was like, "Is that trash?" He always somewhere talking about, "Is that trash?" Gregory replied, "No," which I found to be pretty cool. I made a video a while back about respecting and keeping a child's art. There's a quote that says, "When a child gives you a gift, you know that they could have chose to given it to anyone else. So be it your child or whomever else, if they give you something they done made, art or whatever, cherish it because they gave you something. And to them, what they're giving you, it means something. So cherish it." Janine finished her video for the wish list and she showed it to Jacob. Jacob felt it was pretty subpar considering that she's competing with singing, animals online, and so much more on the internet. So Jacob let her know that she needed her video to stand out. When Jacob said that, the cameraman cut on over to Ava, who was basically in a studio that she set up to make her TikTok videos. She also has a TikTok shop. Ava never ceases to amaze me. But Jacob fixed the fax machine, say that 3 times, and discovers that the plug was not even a standard plug. And I think ultimately he ended up turning the fax machine into a flower pot. I don't remember. But meanwhile, Principal Ava agrees to help Janine with her wish list content if she had complete creative control. The principal finishes the video as Janine gets over 20,000 views, and Tay Diggs shared it as well. Janine goes back to visit Gregory and sees that he has not decorated his classroom, yet it's still pretty mediocre in her opinion. Janine visits the principal. May I add, Janine visits a lot of people a lot of times. Teachers and staff would probably agree that the teachers do not have a lot of peer-to-peer interactions because nobody has time for that. They say teaching can be a lonely job. Now imagine how it is for home daycare owners, especially those who work alone. Yeah, there are some days that you may only talk to children, but for me, that's fine. But it's important to reset and do the things that make you feel like an adult. Those things can include self-care, book clubs, fitness clubs, karaoke, trivia nights, classes, workshops, or different type of adult groups. For me, I am a home-loving Cancer. So I read, I meditate, I spend time with my baby. I create stuff, and I prep for my the school days. I also love to work out and I will go outside when it's needed. I do not understand the importance of adulting, so I make time to connect with adults. Throughout the episode, Gregory is decorating his room, but not in a Martha Stewart type of way, but kind of like in a male type of way. He has the pictures that the children had drew him, and he actually hung them up, I believe. The students draw Gregory more pictures, and he receives a lot of pictures. At some point, Janine begins interpreting the pictures that the students drew. And he was kind of amazed, like, how did you know what that was? Speaking kid is a skill. I understand their language and I understand their work. And so I can pretty much tell you what a kid said or what that word means. While visiting Principal Ava to make a better video, Janine realizes that Principal Ava is tech savvy. While visiting Principal Ava to make a better video, Janine realizes that Principal Ava is pretty tech savvy. So Ava told her that she would help her if she could. Ava asked her, could she twerk? Ava goes on to make Janine a very good video, which gets a ton of views, and that helps her to get the items off of her wish list. Janine talks to Barbara and notices that Barbara has not received anything for her wish list. So Janine helped the world. Janine offers to share some of her things with Barbara. Barbara declines, and Janine tells her that she should make a video. Janine felt that Barbara would not accept her help because she has too much pride, so she felt like it was up to her to make a video for her. Determined to help Barbara, Janine enlists Ava to create a wish list video for her. Ava is found relaxing and soaking her feet in the spa tub thanks to Ava's expertise in social media. A video that Ava made, Janine was able to get her some less essential items like the foot soap tub. Ava agrees to help Barbara make a video, and the video shows Barbara as a poor teacher, like really down bad, but it goes viral. Barbara ended up getting all the things off of her list times three, and Janine is worried that Barbara will see the video and be upset. So she wants Principal Ava to take the videos down. Barbara has so much more, it just keeps coming because of the internet is going to internet. And finally, Janine has to tell Barbara about the video. After explaining everything to Barbara, Barbara tells Janine, you know, what the only important thing that the kids need is confidence. Barbara doesn't plan to give the stuff back, but she does help Janine understand that her efforts aren't always needed, which triggers Janine to visit Gregory. She apologizes for inserting herself into his classroom art decor situation, but upon entering the room, she notices that he has put the kids' art up for him to take to make. The room was this helped her to realize her inputs just may be needed. I mean, how many times have we all witnessed that you think that your input or your thoughts aren't needed over here, only to say something, then the person over there is like, man, I'm so glad you was here to help me with that. Gregory is learning how to interpret the kids' art. Side note, I love how all the children pictures are always people are always just legs, a head, and some arms. Like we do not have torsos. But if you think about it, maybe that's how they see us when they're down looking up. They just see some really long legs and some arms. It's funny. But as they get taller and older, they can see the rest of your body. They start to give you a whole body. I hope you enjoyed my review. And bye for now. I am really trying to deal with this ring light. Oh, in my eyes, in my glasses. Don't you just love it? Well, anyway, because it's wish list week. And wish list week, I understand. So Ava is tech savvy. Ava is found relaxing and soaking her feet in the spots, which sparks and for him to take to make. The room was